No.
But
life is a pit.
I'm breaking down Brooklyn Nine-Nine, episode by episode. His 99 Things You Missed in Season 1's finale, Charges and Specs. We start with Jake at a bar on the corner of Bedford and Leroy, which is in Manhattan and not Brooklyn. More concerningly, Jake exits the men's room with what I hope is a glass of beer.
Yep, cool to be someplace where they don't cut you off right when things get good, right?
It's also a place where they magically clear up your glass of definitely not piss seconds after you spill it all over the table.
Another pitcher of your strongest beer, please, good sir. And another round for everyone, on me!
The blackboard on the left has a very Bob's Burgers-esque pun.
What's the occasion?
My name's Jake Peralta, and I just got fired from the NYPD.
This is the first time the cold open takes place after the events of the episode. To avoid confusion, they implement these full-screen chyrons instead of the regular white-on-blue ones seen in other episodes.
What you're about to see is highly disturbing, but please, no comments. Be kind.
Boyle is out of the elevator a tad too fast here, and the doors open without their regular ding. And his outfit sparked this promo for the episode, which has aged somewhat poorly.
Vivian broke up with me last night.
For some reason, most of the cutaways in this episode hard cut to black before fading back in.
Charles, wait!
Among Boyle's possessions are an issue of Wine and Cheese magazine, a hairbrush, dish soap, pans, and his
Food dehydrator.
Wedding's off, life is a pit.
Given the way he's dressed, I'm gonna assume he'd be in the middle of said pit, pushing people way too hard.
Did you already have a Matrix getup at home for some reason?
Holt isn't in his office, which goes against his entrance in a second. I'm guessing someone noticed this between takes, as his office blinds are closed the next time we see them.
I bought this with the money I was going to spend on our honeymoon to Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral is in America's stinky butt, and was famously home to over 75 years worth of rocket launches. However, I only know it from this Simpsons joke.
Let me know Cape Canaveral for anybody! That's it! Back to Winnipeg!
I'm so sorry, buddy.
I'm settling into the darkness nicely. I definitely get you now.
This extra disappears in the cuts.
What you got there, boy?
Eggs in a bag. Now I only eat for sustenance.
While eggs do have a mix of protein, carbs, and fat, eating them exclusively would lead to fiber and vitamin deficiencies that would likely cause health problems quite quickly. Studies have also shown eating eggs out of a Ziploc bag can have an effect on your social and professional life because, ew. After writing this, I actually received a very important update from egg bag correspondent Duckies, who has alerted me to Sweden's former Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson doing this exact thing.
Peralta, my office now.
Ah, Commissioner Podolsky.
Podolsky last appeared in The Tagger, making this the biggest gap in appearances of any character so far. The magazine has a Chanel ad that I'm guessing shouldn't have been shown, but luckily it closes in the cuts.
Peralta, have you been investigating Lucas Wendt?
Yeah, I have.
Lucas Wendt is a civic leader.
Akiva Schaffer becomes the second Lonely Island member to direct an episode after Jorma Tacón's role in Thanksgiving. While both men would appear on screen in later seasons, their final member Andy Samberg would never assume the director's chair despite appearing in every episode. And like the issue of Fancy Broadgum, this copy of Burroughs has a nondescript watch ad on the back. This combined with a Chanel ad is likely a result of the props department sticking a custom cover on an existing magazine, which is a common technique among prop makers.
You've been harassing.
Oh, I approached him at his weekly basketball game.
This is the first of 3 locations filmed at the historic LA Times building. More specifically, this is the loading dock on 130 South Broadway.
Kobe! Seemed like an obvious goaltend, but that's besides the point.
According to someone at IMDb, this was very much not a goaltend, but I'm guessing that's the joke.
There's a lot of chatter amongst low-level drug dealers.
Chatter?
I know, I hate that word too. Tittle-tattle.
The word tattle can be traced back as far as 1481 in reference to stammering, but by the mid-15th century, it had become synonymous with gossiping, with terms like tattletale, tattling talk, and tittle-tattle.
You have to trust me.
Trust me, back off.
Fine.
The 9-9 has no shortage of drive, as after the books in the last episode, the precinct is now collecting shoes. Strangely, both of these were blown up in Old School.
We have to help Charles. He's devastated. I hate seeing him like this.
Unsurprisingly, the breakup has affected Boyle's work, as he is now behind on cases.
Breakups are cartoony thumbs down.
What does that even mean?
I'm incorporating emoji into my speech to better express myself.
Like name-dropping drones in the last episode, this is such a 2014 thing for shows to randomly include.
Boyle needs a little rebound nookie.
I would talk to him, but all my breakups have been completely mutual.
This is later retconned as we see Holt contact his aggrieved ex-boyfriend Frederick in a later episode.
This is the best possible option for both of us.
There's nowhere near enough information for me to find where this was shot, so instead I'll point out that everything in the fridge has been faced in to hide the branding.
Agreed.
You know, I haven't had that many romantic breakups, but neither of my children will speak to me anymore.
Scully is reading Love Me I'm Trying by Jeff Peterson, which is a very Troy McClure sounding self-help book.
You might remember me from such self-help videos as Smoke Yourself Thin and Get Confident, Stupid.
And Scully might be the only 9-9 member with an accurate watch, as it matches up with the Chiron we see here. There's no actual Winslow Street in Brooklyn, so I'm guessing this is a reference to Family Matters, which famously followed the Winslow family. These shots were instead filmed opposite 652 Mateo Street.
Getting dumped is a nightmare.
No arguments here.
Jake is no longer wearing a tie, which is a subtle early hint to him going against Holt's orders.
I remember my worst breakup, Jenny Gildenhorn.
Hey, Jenny.
While she was mentioned prominently in the bets, this is the first time Jenny Gildenhorn appears on screen. She does show up outside of a flashback next season, but understandably portrayed by a different actress.
I like Eddie Fung now.
But it's my bar mitzvah.
We also get a new actor to portray young Jake after Miles Platt did so in Old School and Halloween.
Wonder where Eddie Fung is now.
867 Clinton Street, apartment 2A. I know exactly where that bastard is.
There is a Clinton Street in Brooklyn, but it only has addresses up to the mid-700s, and following the road past that would put Fung in the Gowanus Canal. Given Jake's off-putting grin and the fact I couldn't find anything about his actor, I'm starting to think someone should check on Eddie Fung.
Get down, it's Wint! Yesterday I saw him get into a car with a known drug dealer. I didn't have time to take a picture, but today I came prepared.
We saw him flex his photography skills before in the Pontiac Bandits.
Did you tell Holt what you saw?
I don't trust him on this.
He's the executor of my will.
While he's very organized and rule-abiding, Holt is also older than Amy by a substantial margin, making this an uncharacteristically inconvenient choice.
Wint has crazy ties to City Hall. I just don't think Holt would risk giving up his command.
Holt later mirrors this sentiment in Moo Moo.
The most powerful action you can take is to rise through the ranks so that you can make large-scale changes. I've had to pick my battles.
Hello, Detective Peralta.
Wint is played by Ian Roberts, who is yet another New Girl doppelganger. For those unaware, the two shows take place in the same universe, meaning characters such as Podolsky and Dr. Rossi have an identical counterpart just digging about Los Angeles. And him showing up from here actually makes sense, as he likely made Jake's car and waited behind this corner.
Tell me who's there. I'm blind. Let's just agree to say I'm sorry on the count of 3.
This is unacceptable, and you've crossed the line.
Holt's anger summons this uniformed sergeant who teleports back between cuts.
Sir, I'm Amy Santiago, and I have something to say. I think you're Amy Santiago, and I'm wrong.
Good. Commissioner Podolsky is bringing you up on charges and specs.
This is the only title drop of the episode, and it's the first of a handful in this and format, all of which are highly regarded and develop character arcs in meaningful ways. I'd also be remiss not to mention Vince Gilligan shamelessly stealing this, but it was for the best season of television ever made, so I think it's fair to let it slide. It being episode 122 is also a parallel to the fictional precinct Terry almost gets transferred to in a later season.
122! 122! I sound like a damn choo-choo train! You're on administrative leave until the hearing. Now get out of my office.
Administrative leave is intended as a middle ground between being active and suspended while an officer is being investigated. While paid leave both protects the public and allows an officer to maintain a survivable income, it has also routinely been used to shield the NYPD from public criticism while complaints are swept under the rug.
Here's my gun and my badge.
I don't need those.
Cool! Good morning, Captain. I got you your favorite breakfast, a plain bagel and a water.
Yet another
bagel
mention. This is also somewhat contradicted in a later episode.
Room temperature water and 1 hard-boiled egg yolk.
Well, that is his good mood food.
Why'd you ask me to meet you in this alley in Bensonhurst at 9 in the morning?
Not only is Bensonhurst an actual neighborhood within the precinct, but it also contains Dexter's apartment from the last episode. The actual filming location is off Wilshire Boulevard between the Wint Community Center and this alley from the Vulture.
I got a confidential informant I need you to meet.
We briefly see one of the graffitied vans done by portrait artist, tagger, and haver of business cards Eric Scottness.
My internal GPS has been recalculating for a week.
Which actually matches the chirons seen across this episode. This is our first time seeing Amy's medals, revealing she has not only received an EPD, but has also delivered a baby while on duty. Above this non-NYPD medal is an American flag bar, which should actually be placed above all other awards.
This is Isaac. He used to be a pusher for the Bay Ridge Boys.
Bay Ridge is yet another Brooklyn neighborhood, but it's home to a YouTube comedy duo instead of a gang of devious boys.
Drugs don't need pushing, they push themselves. People love drugs.
Despite watching this show countless times, I completely forgot Isaac makes another appearance.
I brought him in last month.
Hey, Detective Boyle.
Hi, Isaac.
Considering he's worked on other Schur projects and is memorably funny here, I'm honestly surprised his character wasn't worked in more. He also has a small bump in his shirt, which I'd like to imagine is him wearing a wire purely because he thinks that's what a CI should do.
Put cash into a duffel bag and bring it to Wint Community Center, and they mark it down as a charitable donation in their account book.
Jake's confidence is subtly contrasted by his uneven collar stays, which could be him being thrown off due to a week's leave, or it could just be his standard level of unkemptness. Either way, I'm definitely reading into this way too much.
Fine, but I'll be with you.
Yo, you should just put a microchip in his neck, like a little doggy.
Apparently it is safe to do this, but you know, don't.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
We have Peralta's hearing at 4.
There are 2 new flyers up for a Chinese cooking class, but what stuck out more to me was Gina voluntarily being this close to Hitchcock.
Anybody seen Boyle?
Present.
Boyle's peak male form changes slightly in the cuts.
I lost Vivian and now I might lose Jake.
I don't know what else to do. I've tried being too...
While Terry has his American flag bar in the correct position, his World Trade Center memorial bar should be directly under it, preceding his commendation, unit citation, and correctly placed firearms proficiency bar.
I listened to him for over 2 hours.
Have you ever been
Sauce?
No.
Boyle has a tomato with ears to match his fancy salt and pepper grinders in the bats.
In all my breakups, I'm always a dumper.
There was originally a scene here that was cut.
Look, Rosa, it's not anything you did.
Dumped!
You're dumped. Burn everything.
Aside from all the paper items, Boyle also burns a single shoe and a can of soup. While the latter could be explained by them connecting over food, he never wears anything close to this, so it feels like an odd addition. And while the initial fire was added in post, subsequent shots have heat warping and visible flame retardant gel. The photo of Vivian can be seen clearly for a single frame, but the artifacting around it shows we're back to the fire being added in post. Despite this, Rosa doesn't flinch when it's spilled all over her hand. But honestly, that's more in character than her reacting to a third-degree burn.
What is that? It's cough.
These shots were filmed on the now-defunct DC stages, just seconds away from where Jake and Amy were staking out Wentz.
I'll just act like you. Say something so I can get the cadence of your voice down.
I will not.
I will not.
Have a seat, Detective.
I will not.
Excuse me?
Sorry. I meant I will not.
This looks like it was filled out by a toddler. Justice cannot be rushed.
If Jake studied law at the University of American Samoa, he could probably retort with the maxim, justice delayed is justice denied, a form of which actually appeared in the Magna Carta, as if I could ever forget.
But...
Excuse me?
Could it be gently nudged into hyperspeed?
If we're including I got a good feeling about this as a play on Han Solo's line in A New Hope, this makes the 4th episode in a row with a Star Wars reference.
This is going terribly.
Holt's head snaps to Jake in the cuts.
New plan. I'm gonna charm her. You gotta do
Excuse me?
what you gotta do. Captain Raymond Holt, what's up?
Holt could have used his love for antique globes as shared ground, but apparently he doesn't even need such sexually charged topics.
Sorry to hear about your hand.
Makes it really hard to manipulate my egg sac.
Yes, those were in his hand when he walked in.
I did my junior year abroad in Tokyo.
Chiaki is our second forgotten recurring character as she reprises her role in Season 5. While studying in Japan is part of his character going forward, Terry loses his ability to speak conversational Japanese by Season 4. I'm also going to take this opportunity to showcase the Japanese dub of one of the show's best scenes.
Vent those feelings! Okay.
Boyle's egg sac moves and the top blue plate disappears in the cuts. Protective padding can also be seen on his torso, but this is largely hidden by him facing the camera.
Oh, my cough!
The Wing Community Center is at 668 South Catalina Street. I'm gonna guess it's also home to all interior filming for both this and Holt's Aglinacapar meeting. And the New York plate on this car has obviously been stuck over the original California one.
We can't just go in there in our uniforms.
Someone in a high-vis can be seen behind Holt blocking traffic for filming.
Good point, Captain Raymond. Sex vibes.
I found that many women want what they can't have.
I get it.
Fair point from Amy, as she later revealed she dated several gay men in college.
Amateur ballroom dancing competition.
I know how we're gonna blend in. But...
Jake, the overwhelming time pressure.
Yep.
Another great Holt line accompanied by him standing in a way I find way too funny. And all 3 students were actually on display in the Season 2 set tour.
Hey, where you going? To the dance contest. I am nationally recognized foxtrotter Dave Blathis.
I don't care who you are. The hearing's starting any second.
Okay, the time pressure isn't that overwhelming. We have just been told it's an hour away.
There might be another staircase off the dance floor.
Oh, and Amy. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit.
This is an identical establishing shot to the One Police Plaza shown in Christmas, and all interior shots were again done at the LA Times building. This section specifically was actually used for Moneyball and Bones, both of which are mentioned directly in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I know we're all concerned about Boyle, but there is a solution. Forget your ex with meaningless sex.
All right, everyone.
Gina turns in the cuts.
Peralta needs us to stall.
I don't know if I'm up for this.
Great.
I only heard Detective Peralta talk once. We were in my car.
The car in question is a 2006 to 2013 Chevrolet Impala, which we see when he scratches Gertie.
I took Vivian on our first real...
Please limit your comments to the matter at hand.
Matter at hand? Wow, Podolsky really is just the fucking worst.
We should try to blend in.
Jake's head snaps to Amy in the cuts.
Stretch your leg up over your head.
Dancer 11 in the blue hat teleports across the room and back between cuts. And more confusingly, he isn't even the only number 11.
Let's dance this way. Ow!
These 2 numbers line up to subliminally remind Amy to chill the fuck out.
How did you manage to step on both of my feet at the same time?
I'm horrible at this. When can we stop? I know, title of my sex tape.
Yeah, well done. Title of my sex tape.
These are the first title of your sex tape jokes since their debut in Halloween. The officer on Podolsky's right has rotated the badge on his hat between scenes, but it does correct itself in a second.
Detective Peralta told me that...
Terry shouldn't be surprised Rosa missed his message, as it wasn't actually there before the cuts.
That...
Rosa's bars are actually in the right order, and I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's been the case all series.
He...
Do you want me to actually show you how to do this?
I don't think it's ever explicitly said, but my guess is Jake learned to dance from his nana, making him the sensual man he is today.
Oh, God! Oh, my ankle! Sir, wait!
The screwdriver goes from Jake's hand to the desk between cuts. And Isaac's intel was actually reliable, as the ledger has many deposits marked as cash donations.
Voila.
There was another cut scene here. Amy tries to apologize to Holt, but he thanks her for standing up to him. They are then interrupted by Jake, who has apparently spent the past 15 minutes looking for them.
Oh, this is incredible. The account books have everything.
The walls have been lined with New York-centric art and even a state flag, in place of the journalism-centric art from the actual building.
I need you to do something, and I need you to trust me.
Do you have any evidence you'd like to present?
No.
Jake's left collar stay goes from tucked to fully out in the cuts.
I have nothing.
This parking garage is our final LA Times location of the episode. Unlike the paintings earlier, the license plate on this car hasn't been switched to its New York counterparts.
What happened?
You told me to get fired.
Oh, you're done! You can't handle the meat!
Jake is of course bastardizing a few good men.
You can't handle the two!
This is Special Agent Clark with the FBI.
We couldn't let you expose Lucas Wind.
Jake's car actually has the same plate as it did in Fancy Broadcom. This is despite it being different in Sal's Pizza.
We'd like you to go undercover. My name is Duncan Buck. We'd like you to be yourself. I'm in. Eyes closed, head first, can't lose.
A few good men wasn't enough, as Jake also butchers the famous expression, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose, from Friday Night Lights.
They're saying this assignment will last about 6 months.
This mirrors the actual release time between this episode and season 2.
Boyle, I want you to have my desk. Rosa, you can have my locker. Amy, you can have all of my open cases.
You all sit at your own desk and work the cases I assign you.
I always find it funny that Holt only corrects 2 of Jake's antics, meaning Rosa still gets his locker.
But...
Excuse me?
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you for trusting me.
This trust has actually been a common theme throughout the episode. It's a lot more subtle before you put them all back to back.
You have to trust me.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Trust me.
I'll miss you guys.
You're all a bunch of pigs! I smell bacon!
I've seen many people cite Rosa's smile here as Stephanie Beatriz breaking character, but her locking in when the door opens leads me to believe it was an intentional choice.
Jakey don't dig on swine!
Hitchcock and Scully are once again playing cards.
I'm gonna make a toast.
Gina's hand jumps up twice between cuts.
To you guys, and at least you're here.
Ugh, we're drinking your troubles away.
Start with this.
This is the second episode in a row where Terry suggests drinking your feelings away. This is the writer's attempt to subtly hint that he is a great friend. Rosa moves to drinking in the cuts. For the first time, we get 2 watch faces visible simultaneously. Given Boyle's consistently inconsistent record in this department, I'm gonna assume Rosa's is the accurate one.
Hey, Jake, what's going on?
I kind of wish something could happen between us.
These are all actually trinkets that have been on Jake's desk since the pilot.
Romantic styles. And I know it can't, so I should go. Bye.
And another round for everyone, on me!
Not only does his head snap around in the cut, but Mr. Iannucci states his name is
Leo,
while the credit on screen has it as Johnny. We end with this cliffhanger that had many alternate takes, including Home Alone style screaming and a cut line where Gina says skull emoji. Finally, this episode was dedicated to Sarah Jones, who was tragically killed in a train collision on the set of Midnight Rider. Dozens of productions came out in solidarity to memorialize her and support the Safety for Sarah campaign against on-set negligence. It's still very much an ongoing issue, so if you want to learn more about it or donate to the cause, I have left a link to do so in the description. A special thank you to Certified Sweethearts, Dizzy Leah, and Stupid Tony, as well as Half-Baked Schemes, The Squash Seal, Mystery Max, Max Ellison, Judgy, and Jacus for becoming members. Meaning we actually have 50 members now, which is so insane to me. Thank you all so much. As it's the end of the season, I'll be taking a month or so to make a retrospective with things I missed, corrected counters, and my ranking of each episode, so stick around for that. I'll see you when I see you.
Not a doctor.
But... Ruth! Sus...